So we got our first look at the Kick Creator Incentive Program. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically going to be a program that Kick is going to be implementing that is going to pay certain streamers an hourly rate up until, like a certain threshold, obviously, right? It's going to be a massive amount, hourly. Probably not. Don't expect like, 20, 30 bucks an hour or something. I'm not really sure how much it's going to be. What Eddie, I think it was Eddie, or was it someone else? I can't remember who said it, but someone at Kick, what they mentioned previously in an interview is that this is going to be more supplementary, right? It's going to be something that kind of help streamers, financially, and try to help them a little bit more to be able to do this full time. But again, it's going to be more supplementary income, right? Obviously, if you're doing streaming, if you're doing video content, whatever you're doing, right? Maybe you're doing video content on YouTube. Obviously, you want to try to diversify, maybe sponsorships, different things like that. Maybe you add streaming into the category as well, into your, kind of, how you do content and how you create a little bit of revenue. There's multiple different things. You want to have different avenues, different paths, different monetization streams, different revenue streams. So this is just an extra revenue stream that helps a little bit, right? Every bit counts, so it's super helpful. So we're going to take a look at what they're proposing. We're going to talk about what I think about it personally down in this video, and you guys let me know down in the comments below. What are you guys thinking? Have you even been on Kick yet? Why or why not? If you haven't been on Kick yet, what's stopping you? Is it kind of like maybe this sort of like this idea that it's somehow like the dark side of the web or something, or what is? Listen, I've been on there for the past few months. By the way, if you guys want to ever check out our streams, kick.com/JSkeleton. We do a variety of streams over there, live music performances. We play a variety of different music, guitar and piano and different things like that, looking to get a drum kit to add into the mix. But we also do a bunch of games as well, from anything from multiplayer games like Apex Legends and Fortnite to story-based games, whatever else. So really good time over there. I label our streams more as entertainment streams, where it's just there just for good times and just kind of creating a really cool kind of atmosphere and different things like that. And it's really hard to explain what we do because, again, it's a mixture of live music and games for the most part. Sometimes we do just kind of hang out, talk about certain things, and just kind of chill. And we got a bearded guy, me, and we got a skeleton, Skelly. If you don't know about him, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Kind of goes through a little bit of, gives you guys a little bit of a rundown of what we do over there on Kick. So we'd love to see you guys over there. We've been having a blast. We're on a 78-day streaming streak ever since I signed up on Kick. I've been streaming every single day for the past 78 days, and it's been good. I mean, from my experience, everyone I've met on Kick have been really cool people, really genuine, really awesome. People from other streamers to just people that just watch streams and everything in between, people that do both. So a lot of great people over there. I highly recommend just checking it out. It depends where you go. If you go to certain people, it's like anywhere. Twitch, you go to certain people's streams, it might be a little bit of a different vibe, right? So depends where you go, but we've had a lot of fun over there. But my point being is that so with Kick, I've been on there for a little bit, since I don't know, like 2-3 months, I think now at this point. And I've experienced a little bit of what the platform has to offer and whatnot, and it's been really good. And I think they have a lot of potential in really becoming a massive platform. Now that said, they signed their first 50 creators to kind of like a creator program. And with those 50 people, they're not earning an hourly rate, but they were basically given like sort of a contract that was given a sort of yearly salary, right? So it's similar in excuse me, in a way. And so what Kick has been doing is they've been working with these 50 people to get their input and feedback on what the requirements should be. So that's kind of a little bit of a preface on what is kind of going on here. So you can see right here the creator incentive program, and talks about what is it. Eddie was quoted, the CEO. We're saying the greatest days of live streaming are still to come. The greatest live content is still to be produced. The greatest streamers are still yet to do their first stream. So it could be you. It could be anybody, right? It could be anybody at this point. So what is the program? Well, it says right here what the program is going to be. And so their idea is it's designed to compensate creators, right? It's all about compensation. It's not about necessarily paying you enough to live off of, but again, it's compensation with an hourly rate for cultivating and building their communities on the Kick platform, right? So they were talking about the first class of 33 creators. I thought it was 50. I guess it was 33. Sorry, I thought it was 50 for the first one. But anyways, these individuals span a broad spectrum with average CCV, concurrent viewer average concurrent viewership average, ranging from 10 to 1,500. So there's a lot of different people. Now, you're probably wondering, like, well, why do people that only, have like a CCV of like 10, why are they on there? You got to understand these 33 people, for the most part, I don't know all of them, but from what I've heard, I mean, I don't know any of them personally, but I mean, I've seen a handful of their streams. And for the most part, these are people that have been on Kick since like almost the beginning and have really believed in the platform. So Kick was like, they believed in us, let's believe in them, kind of thing, I guess, sort of thing. I don't want to put words in Kick's mouth. They didn't say that. They didn't say those words, but that's basically the sentiment, I guess you say, right? Anyway, so their diverse groups includes, small business owners, real life streamers, high intensity gamers, and musicians. So you got a little bit of a mixture in there. And then you got JSkeleton, me, music and games. See you in wave. I don't know. Anyway, so it basically says, Kick, if you don't know, give a 95/5 subscription revenue split, which, by the way, that 5 that Kick kind of takes, they're not really taking. It's actually processing fees, and it says that in your revenue dashboard. I can attest to that. I can even show you guys if you don't believe me. So that's all that. What are the benefits, though, right? Well, the benefits are the fact that we say farming other platforms can be exhausting, especially when you spend considerable time attracting viewers to your channel, only to then part with half of your earnings. Twitch, I see you, purple platform. Kick introduces a refreshing change. Here, not only do you retain a whopping 95% of your subscription revenue, you are also compensated for the dedication and effort you invest in curating, producing, and expanding your content. Simply put, Kick values and rewards both your creative prowess and your entrepreneurial spirit. The more you build your community, the bigger the rate. You don't even need a manager to apply. No agent, you are in control. So again, this is kind of the kicker right here, right? If you're averaging, let's say like 1,000 viewers, right, which is pretty high up there, then you're gonna get a much bigger hourly rate than if you're someone that's averaging, whatever they decide is going to be the bare minimum, right? Which again, they give some proposed requirements down below, which we're gonna take a look at and going to talk about. So anyways, that's kind of the whole thing right there. As Kick evolves, early adopters may find themselves at the heart of a growing ecosystem with opportunities and benefits that extend beyond what's currently on offer. Being at the ground level now can pave the way for even greater rewards in the future. So they're just kind of encouraging people, go at it. Okay, now let's check it. Let's take a look at the proposed requirements. I have some stuff to say about this real quick. Okay. By the way, down here, just saying, how do you get an early start? Well, just basically, get in and start streaming. That's all they say. And then they also say, phase 2, because they have 2 more classes that they're going to be announcing. They're going to be signed. Phase 2 is going to be October 1st. Phase 3 is going to be November 1st. And then shortly after, this program is going to be integrated directly into the Kick creator dashboard. So keep that in mind. So again, 2 more phases of content creators. Honestly, man, if you guys love the content we do here, you want to kind of support the channels and our endeavors, obviously would love to see you guys over on Kick on our channel. Who knows, maybe we could pull off a phase 3. I don't think phase 2, because that's like happening any minute now, unless like something happens within the next 2 weeks. But phase 3, November 1st, we got like about a month. Can we pull it off? I don't know, we'll see. Let's check this out. How do I join the Kick incentive program? So this is just proposed. Okay, look right here. It says currently the program is being shaped by individuals who are just like you, fellow creators. So basically the creators we just talked about, the first 33. To give you an insight into the benchmarks they are considering. Okay, so considering, it's not set in stone. For qualification, here's a quick overview. 30-day average. So everything's basically, per month, right? So the per month average CCV, that's like how many concurrent viewers you get on average. You need 75 to get verified. They're suggesting 126, which again, as we've seen just above, some of the content creators don't get that are in the first wave. So it seems a little weird that there's, suggesting 126, and that is kind of high on Kick's platform because, compared to like a platform like Twitch, there is less of an audience, but that also kind of works in your favor if you get on Kick right now, because it gives you the opportunity to grow with the platform, right? Average subscriptions per month, 239. It could be gifted or direct. Now, again, it's a little bit high, and I have something to say about that. I want to circle back on that in a minute. Unique chatters per month, 337. You need 300 for verification. Also, for subs, you need 20, but they cannot be gifted. They have to all be direct. Stream hours per month, 89. Now, if we do the calculations, 89 divided by 30, it's about 3 hours a day. So if you stream 3 hours daily, or maybe you stream 6 hours over 2 days, then you're going to be hitting that mark, which is, I think, is pretty fair. I would round it down a little bit, maybe down to 85, I think, but I don't know, whatever. What do I know? Unique chatters, I think, is fair, but it's a really weird number. I would just round it down to like 300, keep it the same as the verified number, or bring the verified number down a little bit, bring it down to like 200 or something, or 250, I don't know. 300, I think, would be fair for the unique chatters per month. Now the gifted, okay, so I have two problems with these two, the first two, okay? The subscriptions. Now look, I want to say that I don't think it's a bad thing if you know, creators encourage people to subscribe, if creators have incentives for the viewers to subscribe, like, you know, I know like a lot of the musician streamers, right? They'll be like, if you subscribe, you can request a song, or if you know, 2 subs, you get a request, or different things like that. You know, that's fine. Or like, you know, incentives like that, or whatever it is, whatever your incentive would be. I think it's fine. I also think that as a viewer, if you appreciate your you know, some of your favorite streamers, it's commendable to consider subscribing if you can, but you shouldn't ever feel like you need to or have to. But obviously it is a commendable thing if, you know, to consider doing that if you're able to, because again, you know, there's obviously a lot of work that goes into streaming, a lot of you know, blood, sweat, and tears sometimes, and sometimes it just, you know, it helps scratch their back a little bit. Again, if you can. If you can't, you don't have to, you know, you shouldn't feel like you need to. You shouldn't feel pressured into subscribing to someone. You shouldn't feel like you know, I guess guilted into it, if you will. And again, I don't think having a goal where it's like, okay, you know, we're trying to hit this goal so I can, you know, pay my bills or something. I don't think that's necessarily in and of itself guilting. It depends how you go about it too, right? Everything, you know, I understand this is kind of a fickle sort of topic, but in general, my issue is like, I don't want streamers to feel like, okay, I have to hit 239 per month, right? I have to hit 239 subscriptions, because if I don't, then what's going to happen? You know, I'm not going to be eligible for the creator program, or, you know, either to get in or to stay in, right? And then they end up, you know, maybe even unintentionally putting additional pressure on their community, like, hey, man, you know, like, I don't know. Again, it's like, it's not wrong to be like, hey, if you enjoy the content and you're able to, consider subscribing, right? I don't think that's wrong to say that. I don't think so at all. But if you're gonna put the kind of pressure that makes people feel like they have to subscribe, they need to subscribe, that's kind of where it's become sort of like a touchy, fickle area, you know what I mean? And that's just my concern with that. Again, I don't think, you know, having incentives, I don't think even encouraging people that are able to subscribe is a bad thing. But again, it's how you go about it, right? And you just want to make sure that you don't make your community feel like, you know, they're obligated to throw money at you. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's commendable because, again, it's free entertainment. If you enjoy the content creator, then, and you're able to, great. If you're not, though, again, you shouldn't feel bad either. So anyways, and then the top one, the CCV is a problem for me because a lot of people view bot. I mean, Rice Gum came out recently saying that, you know, when he was really early on in his streaming career, and I don't even watch him, by the way, just an FYI, I just seen it in passing on Twitter. But he said he view botted because the fact of the matter is, yeah, a lot of people, like, you know, when you're kind of like when you're starting out, you know, if people scroll by your stream, even if your stream is top quality, if they see a low number, you know, they might be like, oh, you know, maybe it's not as serious of a stream. People judge by looks all the time, right? In that sort of way, right? So there is that aspect as well. So I get why people try to do it, and, you know, it pushes them up towards the top of a category. I understand, you know, wanting to, you know, give yourself an advantage, but it's still, it's like when you have people doing that for something like this, where you're going to make money on top of that, then it becomes more of like, okay, well, that's kind of like an unfair advantage. You know what I mean? Like you're cheating the system at that point when it becomes for monetization. I mean, you're already, I guess, in a way, otherwise, but still, like, even like definitely at this point, you know what I mean? So I mean, the fact that so many people, and a lot of people have been doing it on Kick, it's very obvious. You can go into streams where someone has like 200 viewers and there's like 2 people talking. You can't tell me that 198 people are lurking or that 198 people don't have accounts. I just don't believe that. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. Anybody who has like literally 2 people talking in a stream of 200 people, I'm going to guarantee you there's some kind of view botting going on. So I don't know. It becomes problematic because 126, like I said, not most of these, you know, creators that are already in the first wave, they don't even make that. And again, you know, with how easy it is for so many people to bot, you'd have to have some kind of like some kind of barrier with that, you know, some kind of preventative measure where it's like, okay, we can track who's view botting. We can make sure that people can't view bot. Then it'd be like, okay, better consideration. But even then, I think 126 is too high. I think 100 is more fair. Honestly, 100 is more fair. But even then, I think it becomes a very kind of like, you know, fickle kind of, not fickle, but questionable number. Okay, I think maybe 100 is definitely better than 126. In my idea, you know, maybe 75, 80, again, maybe that's lowballing it. I don't know. Again, you know, Kick is paying you for this. I understand they got to make sure that you're making revenue, you're bringing in viewership, you know, different things like that. Right. You can't just be someone who gets like 5, you know, people watching your stream on average and Kick's going to give you, you know, this sort of hourly rate. You can't expect that either. So there's a lot of factors. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below though. What do you think about all this? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on these proposed requirements? Do you think they're fair? Do you think they're in any way unfair? Do you think this should be lower or for some reason higher, I guess? And have you been on Kick? And again, why or why not? Let me know in the comments. And again, hope to see you guys over on our kick.com/JSkeleton. We're going to grind towards this, man. We'll see if we can make it happen over there. Lord willing, all goes as planned. Maybe one day we'll jump in on this creator incentive program. Again, I think Kick is definitely has a lot of potential. And, you know, so far it's been really, really good. And if you have any questions about Kick, maybe you don't know about it very much, you know, you have concerns, let me know in the comments. I've been on there, you know, every day for like past like 3 months. So, you know, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. Stay safe, stay well. Be sure to subscribe if you guys enjoy this content. We do a variety of gaming content, talk about the games, play the games here on this channel. Do also Nintendo content on a Nintendo channel. And like I said, the Kick streams over on Kick. So till the next one, friends, game on. Thanks for watching. Hey you, what are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army. Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is going to fade. That's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going. And you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.